EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Mexico City.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Going to the air right away, Lawrence.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Reynolds will go in motion right. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Motion man left is Kirk. 4th down. Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back to the ground with ETN.
And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Lawrence looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This is Thomas.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Bigsby will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Brandon Condrington. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
a 9-yard touchdown grab.
and the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will get him one closer.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Returnable here for Davis.
Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just
to the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Fulasade American. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. We're not ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
On one, ready?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he got it. Interception. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
11 MT.
Burrow from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
11. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Show them what we're made of, D. Ready, set.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 22 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. Has the connection to Jones. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports.
Kick it. Easy free. It's a gimme. On the ready.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's tight end on the corner right. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Able to find Jones. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Flushed out of the pocket. Jones reels it in. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins are on the move here. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Miami. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. The return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Breaks the tackle. Green grabs the head. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
On first down, here's Burrow. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And this, well, this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
1-1, ready?
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Looking to throw. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
11-9.
Back to throw it. To Higbee. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. first down, Miami.
Ready, break.
Throwing now from the gun. Kelsey makes the catch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play action on first. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Took off with it again. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and 5. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. He's got the first hand grab and still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. They're going play action. He rolls to his right. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Slam on the slant. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
On one, ready?
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
First down, Burrow to throw. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an offense, often leads to points with a big explosive play like this, and it could be a morale killer for his defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing it.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are set up just shy of the 25 after that tackle. Now that...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. Returning it, John Ross. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Brissett going to go to the air right away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Here's Brissett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Ready? Dragon 60.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run up the middle with Emmett. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's got his man, Gates. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And this is caught by Gates for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
The left side completion to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Henry again on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Okay, break. 19 seconds.
Here's Brissett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go.
In motion left goes Jones. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Trucks over him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now Brissett. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Brissett. Well, a short pass here to Hill, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, come on.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Right side catch, this is Gates. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Cunningham.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Cunningham looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Cunningham to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. Complete. It's Johnson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. To throw, Brissett.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Brissett sets to throw it.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Brissett.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now Brissett.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Brissett.
That'll be caught by Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Brissett looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, they play their defense.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 11.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a big play on the ground. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll throw it. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you turn on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They got 2nd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Slot man in motion right. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
79 Bronco. Don't let us down. Get it. Push it down.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's got Smith. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on that.
Come on, teamwork. Why does this have to happen?
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. That one's cut on the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Pass play coming here. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up second down.
Ready.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun. To the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Running it now out of the gun. He'll break his way through for a pick of a 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins trailing in the early going. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie him before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. Throwing it again here. He's on the move. A lot of grass ahead. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
19 Lions.
Looking to the air here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Bears might be able to get some points late after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. He's going to air one out right away. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
19 target.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Miami.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut, where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop the throw. There's a big guy running. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out to about the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2. Down to the 2. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Here we go.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on.
Richardson operating from the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. That'll shotgun. Richardson. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be taken down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. Powering forward. He's in. Has a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the visitors will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. The throw outside is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Trying to start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Man open is Jones. He's got it. That last play good for 22. Good for a Dolphins 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And the visitors will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the first carry for King Henry. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. On the give, here's Henry. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's Jackson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Open man downfield is Kittle. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Purdy on 1st down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Keep running. Keep running it. Don't get tackled.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. They've been a little up and down in this 1st half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Down, defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. To start this drive and knock him down up beyond the 30.
Is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. It will be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. Take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. Brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This can go all the way back for a pick 6.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Jackson. They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. And just 4 seconds left in the first half. And the timeout is called. To throw on first down is Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first and 10, Purdy. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays that at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they didn't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he will go all the way. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers have taken the lead by a point here in the third. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardy now with the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. And he takes a big shot there on that return. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league. But what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could and leads to a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, here's Henry. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend...
Derrick Henry! The speed on display. He's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Really showed off their connection on that catch. Just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than pick deep inside your own red zone.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Action now on second down. He runs with it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Bateman is the motion man. On third down, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. He will have a Ravens first down, able to get 8 on 35. Right up the middle to Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Goes off in motion. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. On third down,